Saturday afternoon hockey here on the DAF Media Network, where the Darien boys Blue Wave take on the visiting Greenwich Cardinals here in this mid-February matchup. Hi everyone, Liam Tomaszewski joined alongside me today, Will Jennings. And Will, both these teams done primarily well all year. This Darien Blue Wave, they just got voted the #1 team of the week according to News 12. So right now they are surging. This Greenwich team, they only have a couple wins on the season, but really, of course, high school hockey, anything is possible.
Greenwich is, they have a player named Joe Lewis, and, I've heard some things coming out of the rink. They do have a game plan today. They're looking to stop Charlie Schwind primarily and then look to follow up with Jack Mariska as well. They're going to probably go with a shadowing technique. They're going to face guard those guys. And, if you're Greenwich, 2-11 right now on the season, this is a huge, game for them to try and, get back for that Winter Classic loss. And, they have a plan to come in here and take away, Darien's primary threats.
Yeah, so both these teams, they did face off in that Winter Classic game over at the Greenwich Outdoor Rink. That game went in favor of the Blue Waves. Both these teams, second time that they're facing each other this year. This Greenwich team, they normally do well throughout the year. This year, a little bit more slower on the production side. The offense has been there, but again, this Darien team voted the #2 team in the state of Connecticut, according to Connecticut High School boys hockey polls. So right now, they're right behind Notre Dame, West Haven, New Canaan right behind them. So again, this game definitely going to add a lot of FCIAC playoff implications on the line for Darien if they keep adding wins to their record. But of course, this game, really anything's going to be possible. It's worse than keys to the game for Darien and Greenwich.
Yeah, Greenwich has to stop Charlie Schwind, of course, but then you have guys like Aiden Elders, Mark McNamara, who's been coming onto the scene. You also have, Jack Mariska, James Troy. There's just too many Darien threats. They're rolling right now, and there's a reason that this team was named, Team of the Week. They have too many different guys that can make scoring plays. You saw Aiden Elders with 2 back-to-back goals, one bar down and one just tipped into the net. But, these guys are really just spread out all over the lineup, and they've been developing the entire year, down to that 3rd and 4th line.
Yeah, indeed it is. Of course, today, of course, honoring the life of Henry Farmer, sophomore from Darien High School 2 years ago, who sadly passed away due to medical complications. Of course, him, and he is in our hearts, and of course the Darien hockey community as a whole played a major role. He was on the junior varsity team for Darien, and of course, me and you, Will, we knew Henry really well, so his loss definitely affecting us today. But Will, of course, played hockey, his spirit lives on, of course, so just say a few things about Henry.
Yeah, on Tuesday, April 12th of 2022, we tragically lost an incredible teammate, son, and friend in our community. Henry Farmer loved the game of hockey. He was my best friend, and a lot of guys on this team loved him, and, we're very close with him as well. His energy was infectious around the rink. Today, we honor the loss of Henry. I know if he was playing today, he'd be mucking it up in the corners, and, a huge smile on the bench from him. He remains ever present in our hockey rink, at school, and in the heart of many current players. I know Henry was, he's watching this game today up there, and from the bottom of our hearts, we love you, Henry. 1488 for life.
Yeah, number 1488, 2 of Henry's numbers. Of course, all these players wear his sticker on the back of their helmet to remember his life, and of course, they wear the patch on the right side of their jerseys as well to honor him. So today's just a celebration of his life as well, tribute game for him. But again, we're back here from the Darien Ice House. Darien and Greenwich, of course, going to face it off in this FCIAC rivalry match. And they'll talk about the Greenwich side. They only have a couple wins on the season. Their team hasn't been doing all that well this year. They've lost to New Canaan, and then they lost to Darien in that Winter Classic game. However, that Winter Classic game was a close game. It was only, I think, a 1 or 2 goal deficit for Greenwich, so that one really can go any way. Of course, that was an outdoor game in December, so a little bit different than the conditions right now. But, of course, if Greenwich gets hot, really they can do anything when it comes to the offense.
Yeah, that game, you saw Quinn Kreppen in net, and he just didn't look the same as he's looked late. That game, he let up 2, short side high goals that were, tight to the post that, just weren't his best goals in positioning. But, we saw his game against Ward Ludlow the other day. He's been rolling after that game. That was a game earlier in the year. Quinn Kreppen has had a stellar season after that game, and really only his poor performance of the year. So it's going to be tough for Greenwich to put goals behind him today.
Yeah, so starting lineups and national anthem coming up on the DAF Media Network. We'll take you down to the ice level to hear those now. beautiful rendition of the national anthem from the DAF Media Network, but we're going to send it down to the ice level to hear from Simma and Chip Farmer, Henry's parents.
Well, we want to say thank you, first of all, to the team and to our community, to Darien Youth Hockey. Henry loved hockey, I think, more than anything else. And every chance he got to play or spend time with his teammates, the locker room, the games themselves, tournaments, were some of his most cherished days. And he is here with us all in spirit. I know he is. And thank you all for all of your support.
One more thing. Move your feet, boys. Thank you.
Now we just wanted to present a jersey, a varsity jersey, because as is obvious, Henry is here with all of us and he's always a part of this team. Now, can we get the seniors? I can just take a quick picture with the farmers.
He's on an angle.
there you have it, Ceremonial puck drop over at center ice, and both these teams now again set, of course, with the number 14 jersey hanging up on the Darien bench side. But take a look at their first line today. Number 24, James Troy. Number 9, Aiden Elders. And number 15, Jack Mariska. Mariska and Elders both had great comeback games against Fairfield Co-op earlier in the week, so their presence on the ice definitely going to be electric for Darien.
Yeah, you definitely cannot break up this line right now. You know, you saw Aiden Elders had 2. You know, Mariska had 1 at the end, a little backhand toe drag, bar down. You know, maybe a little disrespectful, but I mean, that line's just clicking right now. What can you say? That chemistry has been off the charts this year, and, you know, probably Darien's best line today.
Yeah, Darien first line, of course, getting out there. Let's see what they can do. They've been hot all year as we are underway here inside the Darien Ice House. Puck going over Russell Tarrant. He's just going to dump that one in. Greenwich will take possession of the puck over behind their own net. Greenwich in their away red jerseys with the white numbering, and Darien in their home white jerseys with the blue numbering. Darien already on a hard start, getting that number in. Jack Mariska, backhand shot. That's just going behind the net of Sinisi. Now puck being controlled by the Cardinals, moving over into the neutral zone. Puck's just going to be forechecked over on the other side as Darien makes their first line change of the day, bringing out their second line. Puck over with Samame, trying to send it over to Lancaster. That one just soaring behind the net.
Different look from the Wave. Samame paired up with Lancaster and Schwinn. No McNamara out there today.
Yeah, Connor McNamara on the scratches list for Darien, as puck set with Greenwich trying to maybe get some shots going, but Samame playing aggressive. That puck will be out to Finley Hegarty as he will make the first stoppage of this game at 14:06. Again, all of these Darien lines have produced really well this year. I mean, you just go down the statistics side, everyone's just been producing well, and that's great for head coach Mac Budd, knowing that he can really transition well and make those lines to good use.
Exactly. I think the shuffling has really helped Darien.
So puck going all the way, Schwind. Missed the game against Fairfield on Wednesday night, already back at it. Puck going over to Michael Niffen on the defensive side. Shot, that's going to be blocked up by Greenwich. A little bit hit out in front, Samame going down on the ice. So that puck will be controlled by Greenwich, moving along past the red line. Sends that one all the way back to Niffen. Back out in front, trying to get a little toe drag shot on its Greenwich, but can't do so. Saved by Hegarty.
Yeah, that was a really good move wide, you know, using that speed and kind of flipped it back in front, but Hegarty was there and just stonewalled him.
So big hit from Schwind. He goes to the bench. Shot saved by Hegarty off of his stick. Possession staying with the Cardinals. That one's going to be taken up by John Wadley behind the Darien net. Darien defense has done well all year, moving the puck well. That one goes to Gardner Ely over by the blue line. Ely broken up. Shot from Weibel, just missing the net. Back over to Ely on the far side. Shot there from Weibel, just missing once again. That one will be controlled by Connor Kilroy. Kilroy over in the back. Greenwich looking to take control. They will just dump that one all the way to the other side. Hegarty will go out of the crease a little bit, but that one given over to James Whitcomb. Greenwich soaring shot there. That one hits the top of the glass, but Darien will regain possession with Jack Mariska. Tries to do a wraparound. Greenwich sends that one back. As both these teams having a heavy pressure on the offense. Puck regains by Darien. Mariska trying to chase that one all the way down with Greenwich's number 25, Bowden Farmer. Someone goes all the way back to the far side of the ice.
Yeah, Mariska almost had that finish there, but good back check from that last defender to just get a stick on that one.
Mariska trying to regain control of the puck. That went back over to Tarrant. Tarrant to Mariska. Heavy defense from the Cardinals. Farmer over on the far side. No one will be gained. Dump that in by number 2, George Persinger. Greenwich moving that one along. They'll get 3 of Darien's heavy offenses. That one will be sent all the way to the other side for our first icing of the night.
I mean, you just see so far the speed of Darien. We've been talking about it all season long. You know, it's the point production, and it's really the speed. You know, Greenwich cannot match up with Darien's speed right now. They're just too quick, too many fast players for Greenwich to handle, and it's really just, you know, help Darien break out and create offense.
So face-off one there by the Blue Wave out in front of the net. Shot there, looked like a save. Puck really loose, back over by the Greenwich goalie side. Niffen hands that one over. Shot there from Niffen. That one's just missing the net. That one's going to sail all the way down the other end. Michael Niffen's going to be forced to retreat that one back over the behind the net of Hegarty. And he'll start from scratch from over by the Darien blue line side. Takes that one all the way up. He'll dump it in, forcing a Darien line change. Puck regained by Greenwich. As they move along, player going down. Schwind will get the loose puck. That one brought up by Darien red line. Schwind moves that one along, tries to make some nice moves. Shot there, save over on the far side.
I mean, it's great to see Schwind back out there, as you see his presence with the puck. You see that speed in those hands. I mean, it's just so hard to stop that.
Big hit over on the red line. Both Greenwich and Darien going down as that puck's going to be taken over by Elliot Lancaster. Lancaster dumps that one in, trying to hit up number 17, Gavin Samame, over on the far side. That one given over to Connor Kilroy. Kilroy centering that one up, just missing his open man out in front.
Good pinch from Whitacombe. D are really holding their own here early on the blue line.
Yeah, Greenwich holding on strong. Their defense been the stars of the show just 5 minutes into this game. That puck will be held possession number 24, Ryan Matthews, freshman on this Cardinal squad. Puck out in front with Dylan Weibel. That one going behind the net. Blue Wave looking for some open space over on the defensive side. Shot there in front. That was
Alexander Rentz.
Alexander Rentz for the Blue Wave back out. He was in that game against Fairfield.
Yeah, really good to see him get some touches. You see the impact he has as just a sophomore player.
Another speedy threat for this Darien team, Alex Rentz, as that one puck will be carried all the way back to the side as go right in front of the net of Greenwich. So Darien holding on strong with the pressure, but Greenwich is trying to evade any loose pucks that Darien's trying to offer. So that one will be carried up in front of the net of Sinisi. Darien will be forced to retreat back on the defense. Moving that puck along, shot, saved by Hegarty. Sniped there from number 14, Trent O'Neill.
Yeah, Greenwich just cannot break the puck out right now, and Darien's 1-2-2 forecheck, they're not doing anything special out there. Greenwich is just, they're not able to connect on passes here, and they're not breaking the puck out. They've been trapped in their own zone the entire period.
So face-off coming in the zone of Finley Hegarty. Another shot there in the ground. That one's going to be broken up by Darien's number 24, James Troy. That one back out in front will be sent all the way back behind the net of Sinisi. So Greenwich will go back from their own side. High puck out in the air. Greenwich making a nice pass, just missing the stick of number 7, Teddy Johnson. Elder sends that one all the way to the red line. Mariska has a one-on-one breakaway. Shot there from Mariska. Backhand just missed the wide open net of Sinisi.
Yeah, that's just perfect execution, but, not perfect execution on the finish there. Completely fans on the backhand, trying to put it below the bar there.
Well, nice job there by Jack Mariska to just put that pressure onto Greenwich goaltender right there, trying to make some opportunities going. But again, Mariska is the speedy threat. He chased down that puck and tried to get an open backhand. Of course, backhand, a very hard shot to try to fathom with, but nevertheless, Blue Wave will get a face-off in their offensive zone.
Yeah, talking to the Greenwich guys before this game, they said they wanted to face guard Schwind, but, you really do have to watch out for 15 as well. It's really just a, just a great two-man game that they play with those guys.
So face-off one there by Darien. Niffen sends that one all the way back out. Shot there. That one's just going to go out of play by Wadley. Again, this Darien defense, they are very aggressive on this shots. I mean, we see it in the NHL all the time. The defenders, they come in close and try to get some shots on. This Darien team really looked like an NHL team doing those types of tactics.
Yeah, as you mentioned, right, their presence at the point, their ability to pinch, keep the puck in the zone. I mean, it's just they're getting more and more confident, and it's really helping them sustain long possessions.
So another face-off one by Darien. Niffen's going to send that one all the way behind the net of Greenwich as they'll try to regain possession. 8:18 left to go in period number 1, but Darien getting shot on. McNamara tries to send that one over to Schwind, just missing his open stick. Schwind makes some nice moves. Heavy hit there by Schwind as he's go down on the boards. But Darien will regain possession with Niffen as we're going to get a delayed penalty coming up.
Yeah, that's a charge there. You see Schwind, absorbs that first hit, and the second guy comes in, a complete charge. Too many strides coming in there, doesn't slow down, and just completely blast Schwind right into the boards.
So Darien will go on the man up for 2-minute power play coming up. First power play of the night for both of these teams. And again, Darien, they've done really well. They've produced well on the power play throughout the entirety of this season. And again, opportunity like this definitely going to be big for Darien.
Yeah, it looks like Greenwich just got a little excited there. They're trying to take out number 7 early, but that rewards us with a.
Remember, it looks like Greenwich will go up on the man up here. Darien will go down to 4.
Yeah,
almost looked like it was Darien penalty, but
I didn't see that at all, but you never know.
so nevertheless, Greenwich will have the 2-minute power play as Darien goes down on the 4-on-5, and Greenwich will try to produce on their first power play of the night.
They must have just told the press box the wrong numbers there. I have no clue how that was a penalty, but.
Looks like number 12, Mark McNamara, is in the penalty box for the Blue Waves. Maybe there was something over there when he was passing that puck on the far side, didn't see it. But nevertheless, Greenwich will get the 5-on-4 for another minute and 30. Puck out in front. Shot there, saved by Hegarty off of his glove. That one's going to be loose, though. That was a shot there from number 10, George Holdsworth. There's Jack Mariska chasing that puck along with Aiden Elders. Going on the far side, Elders can't get a shot on heavy D from Greenwich.
Almost looks like a Darien power play right now, the way they've been playing shorthanded. It's just, even with 4 guys, you see the teamwork and the connection.
Yeah, 7:05 left to go in this one. Watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Liam Tomaszewski, Will Jennings. So glad I could be here live inside the Darien Ice House on this Saturday afternoon. So Greenwich going to send that puck over to the Darien bench side, and it will be your first stoppage of play during this power play.
To clarify, I do think Mark McNamara may have been booked for a retaliation after that Schwind hit. So I do think, that penalty was warranted, but just looking back at it here.
Well, Darien's done well on the penalty kill so far. Greenwich has had a nice shot against Finley Hegarty, but Hegarty, of course, making a nice save with his glove side. That one will go out of place. Another face-off coming up from center dot.
Yeah, there's just no break in stride from the Wave. They take away those passing lanes, those shot lanes, and it's just, that sheer speed that, they're able to basically play 5-on-5, even down a man.
So shot there. That one will be cut up by Hegarty, but referees will blow their whistle over on the near side as we get another stoppage of play. 38 seconds left to go on the man up for Greenwich. 6:43 left to go in period number 1. Darien second line out there. Gavin Samame will take the face-off along with Greenwich's number 6, Heath Jervis. Face-off won there by Darien. Wadley's going to send that one all the way to the other end,
and
they got Greenwich to retreat back to their own territory.
They got Rentz out there, who's a great penalty killer. He's super fast and very gritty player. He's, one of their best forecheckers on this team.
Rentz making a nice move right there, sends that puck all the way back to behind Greenwich's blue line. Russell Tarrant going to send that one all the way again on the defensive side, and Rentz still chasing down that puck on Darien's side.
Yeah, you watch that Northwest Catholic game. That's what Rentz does best. He's a forechecking forward, and he's fast and very physical.
And sliding along on those skate blades as we're back to 5-on-5 even strength. Greenwich going to stay with the puck. Gavin Samame making the clear on that one, but Elliot Lancaster, Mark McNamara on the 2-on-1. Puck going to be broken up, though, by the Greenwich defender. It's number 2, Michael Gilbride. Schwind sends that one all the way back over. Greenwich regained possession over the neutral zone.
Yeah, Schwind got a little too fancy at the blue line there. Just try to put a behind-the-back pass, but, nevertheless, Darien retains possession.
So Schwind sent that one over to Elliot Lancaster, who just dumped it in, but Mark McNamara fighting for it over on the far side. Back out in front, shot from Lancaster, just missing the net of Sinisi.
That's been the difference. Darien just not hitting their shots right now. So many good opportunities for them.
So puck moved along by Hegarty. He'll use his stick to break that one all the way out. Now James Whitacombe will take that puck all the way.
Whitacombe going to transition for a forecheck as well. D getting involved early.
So Schwind back out in front. Shot there, a little tapper from Lancaster, just missing the net. Puck back over to Whitacombe on the defensive side. So puck sent back out of the neutral zone. Greenwich still fighting for it as that one will be sent out of play. 4:40 left to go in period number 1.
Just like what we saw against Co-op the other day, just a dominant period thus far from the Wave. Really just top to bottom, every phase of the game. Defensive zone, neutral zone, and offensive zone off the charts so far from the Wave. Yeah,
Darien doing well on the face-off. They did well on that penalty kill, but Still a 0-0 game in this first period of play. This faceoff's won by the Cardinals. Trying to send that one all the way down the line, Joe Lewis of Greenwich, and that one will be sent all the way back. John Wadley trying to retaliate and send over to Dylan Weibel. Weibel just missing the open man of Niffen, but he'll get regained possession of the puck. As Niffen sends that one all the way over to Weibel. Weibel fighting for it, trying to center it back out, but can't, misses his open man there of number 9, Aiden Elders. Elders alone with it. Back over to Weibel out in front, trying to get a center out, but Greenwich D doing a nice job keeping the puck away from the Blue Wave.
Yeah, we've seen Weibel quite a lot out there in front of the net. He's been, you know, a prime threat for this team so far this game.
Back out in front, Elders. Sends that one over to Wadley, back over to Elders. Elders backhands it to Wadley. Over in front, Darien trying to get a shot on it, can't do so. Greenwich sends that one, wraps it around their own boards. Mariska, a little contact over on the far side. Elders with an open shot just missing the net of Sinisi. That puck will finally be given back to Greenwich, but Darien making an interception at the blue line. Michael Niffen. Shot there, wrap around over to Elders. Elders shot, just missed the open net. Trying to get it back on it was number 24, James Troy. Darien still on the heavy press. Shot from Niffen just off the skate of Greenwich defender. Back out in front, Troy tried to get a little tap on it, but another big save there by Sinisi.
Yeah, Sinisi's just been standing on his head here early. Really just no help in the defensive zone. You know, no defenseman tying up sticks in front. Just all Sinisi right now, just doing a great job of taking away the rebounds in front.
Yes, number 34, Nick Sinisi, the goaltender for this Greenwich Cardinals squad, has patted down some Darien shots today. So that faceoff will be won by the Blue Wave back over at their own blue line. Shot there from Persinger, just missing the net. But Darien will regain possession with Russell Tarrant. Tarrant back over to McNamara, sends it over. Schwinn fighting for it on the far side, and Darien still with the heavy possession time in their favor.
Yeah, Greenwich is lucky, you know, thanks to Sinisi that they're not down like 3-0 right now. The amount of chances they've had.
Persinger out in front. Greenwich just trying to get it past their own blue line, as they will, but Elliot Lancaster sends that one over to George Persinger, so Darien will reset over behind the net of Finley Hegarty. Persinger missing the wraparound in that one, but hits up number 11, Russell Tarrant. Back over to Persinger. Persinger taking it himself. Heavy hit there from Persinger, but no call. Puck now over with Schwind. Heavy hit over on the boards, but puck staying with Blue Wave Whitacombe. Shot out in front, Greenwich with a little opportunity. Shot there, saved by Hegarty over on his right knee pad. Greenwich looking for some last licks. Final 2 minutes left to go in period number 1. Sending that one all the way around the boards. Hegarty going out of his own crease. Gardner really fighting for that puck, but Darien looking to regain possession of it. Rents out there. That one will go in favor of Gardner Ely and Samame, 2-on-1 for the Blue Wave. Back out to Samame, tries to get a backhand on it, and Samame pokes it in for the first goal of the night.
The monkey off his back. Samame finally back on the scoring sheet, and what a great goal from him. You see he flies towards the back post. He's looking up from that saucer pass for Gardner Ely there, and it's just perfectly timed right on his blade. Forehand, backhand, tucks it in, and you know, great to see Gavin Samame finally, you know, get his name back on the sheet this year.
First goal of the season for the junior forward, Gavin Samame. Nice job. He had his first career goal last year over at the Wonderland of Ice at Fairfield Prep, but Samame puts his first goal on the stat sheet for this year's third career goal on this Darien varsity squad.
Absolute beauty from Gavin Samame as well. That was just poetry in motion right there.
And that puck will go out of play, and Gavin Samame adds to that second line as a center. Junior center has a lot of varsity experience out there, but puts his first goal to his name in this game in the Saturday afternoon. We got a face-off coming up on the Darien side over near their blue line. Face-off won there by Darien on a little scrum. Jack Mariska is just going to dump that one all the way back in. As Greenwich tries to retaliate after the one goal going to Darien's favor. Shot there, back out in front, just missing the stick of Jack Mariska. Another shot there. Looked like from number 27, Michael Niffen. That one just goes high. Back over with Niffen. Shot just missed. John Wadley trying to get back at it, but just misses Mariska. Final minute of play left to go in period number 1.
And Liam, you know, we'd love to talk about Greenwich. We just haven't gotten to see enough of them this period. They've only had a couple rushes, 2 or 3 maybe, and it's been all Darien. So.
Yeah, Darien's been the primary, I would say, puck controller throughout this period. Greenwich has had some nice shots on Finley Hegarty's. They get a little bit tapper right there, but that one's going to be intercepted by Wadley. This Greenwich team has seen some offense, but that one's going to be intercepted by Schwind, but taken up back by Michael Niffen.
You know, coming into the second period, you got to think Greenwich, you know, make some adjustments maybe to try and get some odd man rushes and, you know, get a spark plug.
So shot back out there, pass. Mark McNamara out there for the Wave as loose stick over by the Greenwich blue line. 15 seconds left to go in period number 1.
And you know, watching that Winter Classic game, you saw how even the momentum was. You know, the intensity of the game. It felt like a 50-50 game, a nail biter. But you know, this game so far just not the same level of, you know, intensity from both teams.
So face-off coming up over on the dot near the Greenwich side. Face-off going to be won there by the Blue Wave, but Russell Tarrant will take it all the way back to their own end as final seconds in period number 1 tick off. As Tarrant will just dump that one over to the boards. Greenwich maybe a last opportunity as that time will expire in period number 1. So Darien gets a late goal from Gavin Samame. Greenwich definitely need to rebound, especially on the offense after that first period of play.
Yeah, you love to see that from Gavin. You know, he's been a great player for this team all year, really. Just, you know, sometimes you've got to get that monkey off your back, and that he does exactly that. Just a really good play on offense from him.
Yeah, so 15-minute intermission coming up here. Again, both these teams just going to get it set. It's the Henry Farmer tribute game from the Darien Ice House. We'll be right back for period number 2 coming up. And back here live on the DAF Media Network, the Darien Blue Wave lead the Greenwich Cardinals 1-0. So period 1 in the books, period 2 just about to begin, and Will saw a lot of offensive dominance from Darien in that first period of play, but Greenwich definitely is going to have to make some changes coming into the second period of play.
Yeah, they just got to start a breakout, get a breakout going, get their players moving north-south, really just generate some offense, try and get some different looks, maybe slow up in the zone, connect D to D, and get some shots on net.
Yeah, this Greenwich team, they had their fair share of shots against Finley Hegarty in that first period of play, but not as many as that Darien surge, and of course Darien put up the lone goal in this game so far. Number 17, Gavin Samame, his first goal on the season, so great to see that from Darien. But again, this game is only 1-0, so really could go any way during the second period of play. Greenwich just has to control the puck and get those loose pucks over in the neutral zone and really take stance when it comes to their possession time.
And if I'm Darien, I'm not changing anything right now. I think Coach Bud likes what he sees, and they just got to keep that similar compete level that they've had all season. But, you don't want to break up the chemistry, this line 1 and this line 2 with Samame hopping into line 2. It's looking really good.
Yeah, so Darien first line going to get out there to start up the second period of play. 15 minutes on the clock. Darien leading the Cardinals 1-0. Puck dropped, and we are underway here in period number 2 on the DAF Media Network. Face-off one there by Darien, but that one's going to go all the way back behind the net of Nick Sinisi. Another face-off one there by Darien. They're going to try to just clear that one out. Goes, of course, both these teams switching their respective offensive sides as Darien getting set. Troy will control the puck going behind the net of Sinisi. Huge hit over on the far side as Greenwich tries to regain control of the puck. Mariska's going to send that one all the way back. Sinisi using his stick to give possession of that one over to Greenwich's number 8, Mike Lombardi. Big hit there over on the far side over near the Darien student section. Greenwich will take control of the puck on another offensive opportunity, trying to get past the heavy defense as Michael Niffen tries to force that puck loose.
Yeah, Darien just doing a really good job in the neutral zone, and that forecheck just not allowing that Greenwich breakout to get going.
So a couple players going down, but Niffen's going to try to send that one on the boards over to Charlie Schwind. Schwind alone over on the backfield, gives that one over to Mark McNamara. McNamara's shot just misses the net.
Yeah, hit the side of the net, so, up here we thought that went in, but good look from Schwind to headman that all the way to McNamara, who spins off and gets a shot.
Mark McNamara, a new addition on Darien's second line. That's been consistent since that game against Bishop Hendricken, as Greenwich gets a little opportunity on a slap shot there from number 6, Heath Jervis. So that puck will be sent all the way back over to the other side of the ice. McNamara out in front, shot, that one goes in. Gavin Samame, number 2 in the game.
You absolutely love to see that. Gavin Samame, he was due coming into this game, and he's producing today. That's his second goal of the contest. Absolutely love to see a player, who's really worked hard all season, finally get his name, fully on that stat sheet. And, similar play to the last time. He just goes hard to the net, really hard to the net, right in the slot, stick down on the ice, and taps in that one.
Textbook play there from Gavin Samame, his second of the game, his second on the season. Right there adds number 2 to his career, number 2 to his season so far. And again, that's what you like. Samame's been anchoring that second line at the center position all year, so he's been due and puts up number 2 in this game against the Cards. Face-off one there by Darien, staying dominant early in the second period. Whitacombe over on the far side gives that one over to Alexander Rentz. Puck going back over. Darien trying to control possession once again with Rentz. Samame still out there for the Blue Wave out in front. Rentz fighting for it. Puck now with Samame. Sends that one over the blue line. Shot from Whitacombe, just missing. That one goes off the skate, number 16, Kyle Allen.
Good
back out in front. Tries to get a tap on it is Alex Rentz, but referees will call the one as the goal goes a little loose.
Yeah, Alex Rentz, really good redirect in front, really good tip. You see how he angles his stick down to knock that one on net, and you know that rebound, like you said, was right there. It looked like he had his first goal of his varsity career, but unfortunately, like you said, net was knocked off.
Yeah, this Darien team is definitely a young team, so a lot of guys are still awaiting that first career varsity goal, of course. But puck going to be dropped over on the Greenwich defensive side. Aiden Elders will take it for the Blue Wave as that faceoff is won by Darien. They've controlled the faceoff well all year. Mariska back over to the point. Shot, glove save there by Nick Sinisi. Stopping the goal there from the point of Darien. That was number 11, Russell Tarrant, with the shot.
Yeah, a little high. You know, you'd like to see Tarrant keep that puck kind of low to the ice, but, you know, with the way Darien's getting to the front of the net, a really good look from Tarrant.
So another faceoff coming up, won by Aiden Elders. Mariska is going to try to poke that one free, but puck going to the Cardinals side. Number 14, Trent O'Neill's trying to clear it. With this Darien team evading any Greenwich possible threats. Puck back out over with the Greenwich side, looking for an open lane. Poked free. Moving that one along is number 10, George Holdsworth, as referees blow the whistle. Some contact over on the far side, but that one will be called for an offside. Yeah,
that's hockey 101. You don't shoot the puck after the offside is called. You definitely don't do that. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a delay of game or, you know, unsportsmanlike penalty called, but looks like they're going to hold off here.
Yeah, sometimes in those EA Sports NHL games, you shoot the puck after an offsides causes an automatic fight. But again, it's like that one. That's something you don't really do in hockey, but nevertheless, face-off won there by Greenwich, but Darien trying to control the puck over near their bench.
Yeah, you know, when you play EA Sports and you shoot that puck, just like you said, you're at your friend's house, you know, there's a brawl right there.
So Greenwich trying to control that puck. Moving over on Darien's blue line. Haven't seen too many open lanes this second period so far, but that one's going to be sent all the way up into the ceiling. Number 5, Frank Skibo, senior on this Greenwich team. So Darien and Greenwich will both make their respective line changes. 11:55 left to go in period number 2. You're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Ian Tomaszewski, Will Jennings, so guy could be here live inside the Darien Ice House for this Saturday afternoon matchup.
Darien dipping into that Kilroy Thurlow line.
A little shot there from Ryan Thurlow, just missed. Darien trying to create that with Wadley as Greenwich has a nice 2-on-1 opportunity. Shot going right, and that one will be saved by Finley Hegarty.
Yeah, right into the D in the blue wave of his logo there. So that's going to be, you know, his bread and butter here today, as, you know, you know, they look like they had the backside there, but just an easy save for Hegarty.
So shot there from number 21 on Greenwich, Crosby Newey. And again, those are the types of looks that Greenwich wants to be seen. Put pressure on Hegarty. They try to make those saves, get those 2-on-1 rushes, and then they have a face-off coming up on Darien's defensive side.
Yeah, you know, really good of Greenwich to get their odd man rush there, like you said. You know, they need a spark right now, and that's one way to do it.
So face-off coming up in Hegarty's zone. That one's going to be won by Greenwich. Slap shot there, and that one's going to be going back to number 25, back out in front for Greenwich. Trying to get a one-timer on it, just missed by Greenwich as Darien will regain possession of the puck going out of their own zone. Moving that puck along Ely. Darien's second line charging all throughout today as James Whitacombe will chase that puck down. Sends one all the way back to Connor Kilroy. Kilroy back out in front. Sinisi's going to stick that one all the way back into the neutral zone, and that one will be sent all the way back for an icing call.
You know, you see, right, with that third line, the confidence they're playing with. Rentz almost gets a block on that goalie pass there, and, you know, it's really that forecheck that's been anchoring the wave all day. You know, Samame with the 2 goals here.
So face-off coming up in Greenwich's defensive side. Face-off won there by Darien. One big hit there with Russell Tarrant over on the blue line, but Darien will regain possession. Mariska sends that one back out to the point. Persinger. Shot there, just going off of Aiden Elders. Elders will regain possession of the puck over the Darien shot. One-timer there from Mariska just off the post. Persinger once again over to the blue line. Tarrant sends that one defensive shot, and that one will be saved by Nick Sinisi.
Yeah, that Darien cycle between Mariska and Elders there, been clicking all day, and, another really good slot opportunity, and Sinisi has just had enough here as, he's having to get in front of all these shots.
Another face-off coming up. Darien surging on the offense, but Greenwich keeping Darien at bay so far. Persinger, a little shot on the ground. McNamara trying to poke it free, so staying with Schwind. Heavy shot there, but that one goes off the Greenwich Cardinals defender. Persinger trying to poke it free for the Blue Wave. Greenwich trying to do the same as Greenwich will get a nice little loose puck. Number 14, Trent O'Neill with it, but Darien back at it with Persinger. Sends that one over behind the net, Schwind. Greenwich keeping Schwind at bay in this game so far, not getting too many opportunities to his name. Back out puck over for Schwind. Greenwich just making a nice move to force Darien back into their own territory as Schwind makes some nice dekes, try to go around the Greenwich defenders as they make a line change. Schwind back out over the Lancaster off of his own stick. Cardinals trying to regain some possession. Sent back over to the blue line. Tipped up by Russell Tarrant, and Michael Niffen chasing that one all the way back down to their own blue line. Niffen back over to Elliot Lancaster. Fight for that one, number 22, Quinn Kilroy for the Wave.
This right below the goal line is where Kilroy and Thurlow can do work. That forecheck and those fourth line grinders on this team.
Yeah, the fourth line for the Blue Wave. Been out there, very physical line for Darien to just try to wear out the other team before first and second lines come back out. Shot there from Darien. That puck's going to sail all the way to the other end, but that will slow up, so no icing will be called as Darien keeps the pressure on with their third line or fourth line. Puck batted over Wadley, sends that one to the back. Darien making a line change. Rents out there for the Wave, as well as Gavin Samame. Gordon really trying to poke that puck free, but Greenwich doing a nice job holding it over there with Lombardi. Lombardi fighting for it again with number 18, Hayden Odefeld. Odefeld, huge hit there from Michael Niffen.
Michael Niffen just put the shoulder right through the middle of his chest, and textbook hit there on the boards.
The puck back over with Gardner really sends that one just missing the net of Sinisi, but Samame still fighting for it as he goes into the boards. Samame trying, he's being swarmed up by Greenwich 3-on-1, but Greenwich will regain that retaliation. They'll get the puck back. A little misread there, so they're going to be forced to go back behind the net, but Darien still strong on it. Connor Kilroy tries to get a short shot, it's just missing. That one will hit the iron.
Connor Kilroy almost just buried one from the point there.
Aiden Elders. Mariska trying to get a shot on it, can't do so. Back out in front, off of the own Greenwich player. Puck back behind Sinisi. It looked like that puck went behind the line, and that one will be a goal for the Blue Wave.
I mean, what can you say? That's Connor Kilroy stepping up from the point, holding that puck in the zone, and then it, works to a Darien cycle and another, textbook play from Aiden Elders, just hanging around in front of the net with his stick down, and he's rewarded off the back of the goalie there.
So it looks like Aiden Elders will get credit for that goal. It looks like he went off of his own skate, so I think Aiden Elders will get credit for that Darien goal as the Blue Wave surge up. They go up 3-0.
And that all starts with Connor Kilroy just stepping up, walking the point, and firing that on net.
The Blue Wave lead 3-0. So Elders will be credited with the goal for the Blue Wave, using his skate to tap that one in. Back out in front, Darien once again shot there from number 19, Elliot Lancaster. That one just misses the net. This Darien team still cruising along as Greenwich tries to regain some opportunity. Shot sniped there, that one goes in. Number 7, Charlie Schwind.
Charlie Schwind, toe drag, using the defenseman as a screen. That's his bread and butter. That's Charlie Schwind, using that toe drag to the middle, using the defenseman as, a blocking post for the goalie. The goalie can't see that shot, and Schwind just rims it right under the bar.
Schwind's 9th goal of the season. Definitely a beauty right there. Back out in front of Nick Sinisi, and puts that one away as Darien's cruising along. They now are up 4-0.
Yeah, that's Schwind's go-to move there, just using that screen and shooting it high over the goalie for another one.
Yeah, Schwinn was right out in front, had the wide open opportunity there right in front of Nick Sinisi and put that one away. As it looks like Greenwich will take a timeout to try to slow down this Darien team. They have 2 unanswered goals, and back-to-back just 1 minute apart. So Schwinn will get credit for the goal. 7:09 left to go in period number 2. We'll be right back in the DAF Media Network. We'll take a quick break. And back here live on the DAF Media Network. So Charlie Schwinn gets the 4th goal for Darien this game. This faceoff will be won there by Greenwich. They're just trying to send it along, but this Darien team's still cruising.
Yeah, Darien just on a tear right now, and they don't look to let up. They have their foot on the gas here.
So that puck's going to be sent all the way back. Darien defense forced to send that one all the way back to Finley Hegarty. Hasn't seen too much action for this second period of play. That one's going to go all the way back with Elders. Elders gets a wide look. Saved there from Sinisi. Back out in front. That just almost crosses the crease.
Elders almost had another one off the back of the goalie there as he tries to make a last-second deke on goal.
That one will be sent all the way back for an icing call. 6:26 left to go in period number 2. You're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Named Tomaszewski, Will Jennings, so the guy could be here to watch this Saturday afternoon hockey matchup between the Cards and the Wave. Face-off won there by Darien. Done well on the face-off all season. Back out in front, trying to get a little poke on it was Niffen.
Kilroy trying to get his first varsity goal as well.
Excuse me, that was Quinn Kilroy back out in front. Puck now with Dylan Weibel. Darien's 4th line still out there. Just missing the stick of Michael Niffen. Thurlow trying to fight for it with the poke. Shot there, tipped from Kilroy. Back out in front to Weibel, just missing. Slap shot there, just missing the net. That was Alex Rentz. Excuse me, that was number 27, Michael Niffen with the shot. Darien still fighting for it. Greenwich trying to make a necessary clear. They'll get control of the puck, sends that one all the way back to the red line. Greenwich will dump that one in behind the net of Hegarty. They'll reset with a line change. Big hit there over on the far side. Kilroy goes down.
Yeah, just right up in the face, kind of clotheslined him, but he gets up and he's all right.
That puck will be sent all the way back and will force an icing call. A couple big hits from that Darien 4th line, but keeping the physicality alive in this game.
Yeah, they needed a change there. They had a, 1 minute plus shift, and they were buried in the defensive zone. So, good to get that 3rd line on there and start a new forecheck here.
So another face-off coming up in Darien's defensive zone. Darien defense holding on strong so far, but the offense has been cruising along, surging. Face-off won there by Greenwich, trying to get a little poke at it as the Cards. Darien defense floundering this Greenwich offensive opportunity. Big hit there over on the far side. Ely trying to clear it. Darien will do so. Back out over on the far side with James Whitacombe.
We've seen a lot of hits from that Greenwich attack on that forecheck, but other than that, Darien's really held their own and just continued, a very good breakout.
So both teams fighting for it over in the neutral zone. Puck back out, dumped over. Sending that one back along. Ely fighting for it, but Cards move that one behind their own net. A little miscue there. Schwinn tried to get possession of that puck, but Greenwich still holding on. Now possession of the puck. Number 2, Michael Gilbride. Schwinn now with it. All alone on the ISO shot, trying to get James Whitcomb a shot on net. Shot there from Schwinn, trying to get a screen on it was Mark McNamara, but he goes down.
Yeah, he got, friendly fire there. He got hit by Schwinn in front trying to lay the screen.
That puck will be sent all the way down the other end, and icing coming up. 3:56 left to go in period number 2.
I like, Schwinn on that board area, surveying the zone, trying to get James Whitcomb involved from the point. You mentioned that, and that's what Darien's, been working on, just getting those defensemen active from the point.
Yeah, I mean, Darien against Fairfield Co-op Wednesday night playing right now. This Darien team not slowing down whatsoever. Really looking like a number 1, number 2 team in the state of Connecticut. Puck back out in front. Elders trying to get a little poke at it, but still possession staying with the Cards. They'll try to move that puck along over on the red line. That one sent over. Darien defense forced to retreat. Puck will go over with Persinger, will dump it into Mariska. Mariska on the hit. That puck's going to be sent all the way down, and that will be another icing call. Referees blow that whistle.
Yeah, you mentioned that entire Darien student section, kind of cleared out at this point, and, this game just kind of reaching a standstill.
First you see over there, over on the bleachers, Darien girls team will be taking on their FCIAC rivalry of the New Canaan Rams just after the conclusion of this one. So stay tuned. DAF Media has you covered for that game. Will Jennings will be back on the call for that one. Puck there, shot. That was a soft shot there from Mariska. Back over to Troy. Troy with the wraparound. That one will go in. The referees blow the whistle, though, as that will be another goal for James Troy, adding to his list as Darien now goes up 5-0.
Another textbook cycle from Mariska to Troy behind the net, and that wraparound's just too open. The goalie's supposed to be tight to the post there. He's still in the butterfly. Troy catches him lacking, and that's just another easy one for the Wave.
So James Troy adds it, another sophomore standout for this Darien team. So face-off won by the Blue Wave. They lead the Cardinals by 5. Puck sent over there by Kilroy. Moves that one along to Dylan Weibel. Weibel on a heavy hit. Greenwich trying to survey that one on the neutral zone, but Darien will dump that one in. Huge hit over on the far side. Quinn Kilroy, another big hit.
Yeah, it looks like Kilroy has a target on his back right now. They're trying to finish every check on him.
The referees will blow that whistle again. These deeper lines, they definitely know how physicality hits, and that's part of what these deeper lines can do. Try to create that physicality, slow down the play a little bit, and try to make the other team as tired as possible.
Yeah, you see with the 5-goal cushion here, they do put on Lancaster and T-Bone Eriks, 2 guys who don't usually touch the ice. We'll see here what they can do on this shift.
Russell Lancaster and T-Bone Eriks for the Blue Wave. Puck back out behind the net. Tarrant tries to move that one. He'll go down. Shot there from Greenwich. That one's going to be saved by Hegarty. Greenwich just has to keep control of possession in their own offensive zone. 2:27 left to go in period number 2. Oh, heavy hit there, Darien on the scrum. Samame fighting for that puck. Puck back out with Greenwich. They're going to go behind their own net. Moved along on the Cards at their own blue line. Puck back out over to Whitcomb. Sends that one away. Darien making a line change. And now puck going over to the Greenwich. Ely's just going to tip that one, so Tarrant will regain possession for the Wave. And puck's going to be over by Finley Hegarty. Minute and a half left to go in period number 2. Now puck with Gavin Samame. Sends that one all the way over, but recovered by Gardner Ely. Puck back out in front. Looking for it, sends that one away. Over to Rentz, tried to get some shot on it, but he will be scorned up by the Greenwich team. And now Greenwich will move that one last minute of play in the second period. Greenwich will move that puck along over, but Darien's still going to keep the heavy offensive pressure going.
You know, on that last play, it looked like Rentz drew a penalty, but Darien still even strength here.
So Schwinn back at it, backhands over to Persinger. Persinger with the shot, that just goes behind the net. Greenwich making a goalie substitution. Number 1, Colin Bucalo out there in the net. Shot there. Snipe from Schwinn. That one's going to be saved by Bucalo. Trying to get it back out is McNamara. That one just misses the net. Trying to get tongue poke on it is Elliot Lancaster. Schwinn sends this one back over to the blue line. Gives it over to Niffen. Big hit there from Michael Niffen as that puck's going to be sent all the way back to Finley Hegarty, who's going to let that one slide for an icing with less than a second left to go in period number 2.
Yeah, going into the intermission, you know, we are going to take a look at those goals so far, look at the scoring, and, you know, kind of summarize this game and how it's gone so far. You know, complete dominance from the Wave thus far. A lot of different guys contributing as well.
So face-off one there as final milliseconds tick off as we head to the second intermission coming up. So the Blue Wave, huge period for them. They add a lot of goals to it. We're going to take a look at some replays from those goals. This Darien team, we got a couple from Gavin Samame, Charlie Schwinn with a nice snipe on it, and then James Troy as well. But Will, your thoughts on that second period of play?
You know, really just the Wave following up a great, you know, first period with an even better second. You know, you see Gavin Samame get another one to his name, and then a bunch of, you know, a multitude of other guys chipping in, and, you know, that forecheck from the Wave just been unstoppable thus far.
Yep, so 5-0 your score in favor of Darien. We'll take a quick break for the second intermission. We'll be right back. And back here live on the DAF Media, I want to give a quick shout out to our DAF Media crew bringing you all the sights and sounds in this one. Thomas Erbar, Eric Bellingham, Will Donnelly, James Ozane, of course our DAF Media advisors, Damon Andrew and Bruce Ferguson. Doing a great job bringing you all the action today. Will, great to have you on the call for this one. So 2 periods in the books, 1 to go here from the Darien Ice House, February. It's Saturday afternoon. Darien's done excellent hockey today. They're up 5-0 in this Greenwich team, just trying to hold on, maybe put some goals on there on the scoreboard, but for right now it's all Darien. Face-off one there by the Blue Wave. Russell Tarrant will send that one all the way. Big hit over near the Darien bench side. That puck will be controlled by Gavin Samame.
He's looking for a third. He wants that hat trick. You can just tell by the way he's going after the puck.
So Persinger going to send that one all the way to Samame. Persinger back out to Tarrant. Tarrant just missing Gardner Ely as that one will be sent all the way back to the far side of the ice for an icing.
Yeah, you see Darien starts out with that second line. They quickly transition to the fourth line. Really good opportunity with that goal cushion to just, continue to develop these guys.
So face-off one there by the Blue Wave. Wadley using the boards, tries to send that one all the way to Dylan Weibel, but that one will be sent back all the way for another icing. Another face-off one there. That one's going to go to the Greenwich Cardinals side, but Darien still moving that puck along well. Loose puck over by the Darien board side. Thurlow, big hit. Greenwich still fighting for that puck. Slow loose puck over there. That one's going to go in the hands of Michael Niffen, so free Thurlow of any hits over on that one. Thurlow moves that puck along, but Greenwich will take control of possession. Loose stick out in front. It looks like a Darien loose stick.
Right to Connor Kilroy, flying off of the bench, getting involved once again.
So puck back out in front. Darien trying to get into a little wraparound behind the net of the Cards over there, but that one will be regained with possession over Greenwich with a nice little breakaway, but that one's going to be stopped up. Connor Kilroy will get possession of that puck. Greenwich tried to get a little flare on that one, but couldn't seem to get the right speed. Puck back out with Greenwich. Darien's going to send that puck along. That was number 13, T-Bone Eriks for the Wave. And that puck moving along back over the neutral zone. Greenwich sending that one all the way for a wraparound. Cards back out in front. Persinger intercepting it. Sends it over to Gardner Ely. Ely over on the far side. Dumps that one in. Regaining control of possession for the Wave, Alex Rentz. Rentz back over to Ely. Puck back out in front with Russell Tarrant. Tarrant sends it over to Persinger, who sends that one all the way. Almost a little shot on that one. Persinger using the air to his advantage, but nevertheless that one will be stopped up by the Cards goaltender.
Yeah, that catches Bacallo off guard. A really high dump through the neutral zone, and luckily enough he gets his body in front of that one in the butterfly.
So another face-off coming up. That one's going to be won by Greenwich. But another fair for Darien on the defensive side just to dump that one in. Puck stopped over with Samame. Samame, a little open lane, can't get a fired shot there from Ely, just going high above the net of Bacallo. As the referees will blow that whistle and call that play off.
Yeah, Samame, dangling towards the middle. Looked like he had a shot on the backhand side there. And, luckily enough, the trailer, Gardner Ely, picks that one up and gets a really good shot on net.
Another shot on that. The face-off won by the Darien. Tarrant going to poke that one all the way behind the net of Bacallo. That one's going to be sent all the way back around. Behind the net, Tarrant We'll look for that one. Greenwich trying to intercept it, but Tarrant will just move that puck along over on the red line. Tarrant dumping that one in over to Thurlow. Thurlow and Kilroy out there. Another hit for Quinn Kilroy. Loose stick. That one's going to be a Greenwich loose stick. As the Cardinals dump that one in then over behind the net of Finley Hegarty. Tarrant back out to Ryan Thurlow. Thurlow making some nice moves, but Greenwich doing a nice job on the poke check.
Michael Niffen was trying to get a clip right there, trying to get a highlight hit. Looked like he was going for a huge hip check center ice there.
Wadley will send that puck all the way around. Darien making a little bit of a line change. Niffen will send that one over to Russell Lancaster. That one goes off the stick of a Greenwich Cardinals defender.
Timmy Davis trying to work it back to Niffen in the middle there.
So Niffen with a loose puck. Sails that one, wrapping around the boards. Eric's fighting for that one. Sends it over to the Cardinals side. Niffen will try to chase that one down. Big kid over there, over on the near side. Russell Lancaster will go right into the net, and Finley Hegarty's net will go out of play, so the referees will call off that whistle.
Yeah, Lancaster, you know, trying to catch the shoulder of number 21. Number 21, Crosby Newey, but Crosby Newey just too big for Russell Lancaster there.
So face-off one by Greenwich. A little bit of a quick wraparound shot there, but that one just missing the net of Hegarty. Darien will send that one all the way to Russell Lancaster. Lancaster chasing his own pass, and that one will be stopped up by Bucalo on the near side.
Looks like the captain, number 16. Who is that? It's going to be Kyle Allen. Had some words for Russell Lancaster as he, you know, Lancaster got a stick on his goalie there, you know, on that forecheck dump. But, you know, no extracurriculars there as the 5-on-5 continues.
So Whitacombe just sending that puck down. He'll keep it himself. Greenwich fighting for that one. A little bit of a hold up as the referees blow that whistle. And it looks like face-off will be coming up over in the Darien defensive zone. Face-off one there by the Blue Wave. Eriks sends that one over to Timmy Davis. Davis going to go down on the ground. No penalty call. Loose stick.
Looked like he was doing the bobsled at the Olympics there on the trip. You know, no delayed penalty, but good effort there from Timmy D.
Another hit there from Whitacombe over on the Greenwich Cardinals side as Darien with a loose puck out in front of the net of Bucalo. Shot there, trying to get a tip on. It's Darien. Over there is Samame trying to get a tip, but that one's just going to go wide. So Whitacombe with the loose puck. Puck staying in Darien's offensive favor. That one going to be sent over with Samame dumping it in.
You know, this
30 left to go in period number 3.
This game has really just been summarized by Darien, you know, keeping that puck in the offensive zone and really just cooking up a lot of good cycles and a lot of good plays to the front of the net. You know, Greenwich not much possession this game.
So that one going to be sent back around Persinger. Going to send that one over to Russell Tarrant. Tarrant over on the near side, over in the neutral zone, taking that one himself. Going to dump that one over for the Greenwich Cardinals side. The puck back out in front, Samame. Slap shot just missed. Looking for that hat trick on the day, has 2 goals to his name.
Samame playing defense on this shift as Tarrant, you know, transitioned to forecheck, or, you know, transitioned to forward on the forecheck.
The puck back over with Tarrant. Tarrant looking for an open spot, but Greenwich will send that one shot. Trying to do a screen on that was Greenwich's number 4, Michael Orico. Little hit there from Rentz as sends that one over back to Samame. Samame will dump that one all the way in, so that one will be an icing call as Darien will make a needed line change.
Yeah, Darien definitely has the advantage in skating ability, but, you know, you see there in front of the net, that's Greenwich has a lot of big bodies on their team, and you really can't knock that guy off the puck or tie him up because, he's just a rock-solid player standing in front.
So another face-off coming up in Darien's defensive zone. Finley Hegarty outside the crease, but Quinn Kilroy will take the face-off. That one's going to be won by Darien. Picked up over on the near side, John Wadley. Wadley trying to poke that one free, but that one will be kept up by Quinn Kilroy. A little slap shot there, missed up by Greenwich as Wadley will regain possession. Sends that one over to Weibel, but Greenwich will take control over on the red line.
I do not think we have seen Lancaster, Schwind, or any of the first or second line guys this period. It's been a rotation between the 3 and 4.
That puck's going to be sent all the way behind the net of Greenwich, and like you said, Darien's first line and even their second line have taken some needed breaks throughout this game as that puck's going to be out in front of the net of Bucalo, but recovered up by the Cardinals. But like you said, Darien's going to have to rest him. You don't want any injuries. Of course, next week on Valentine's Day, Darien's going to be taking number 3 team in the state of the New Canaan Rams. So for that game, Darien's going to be running those heavy first and second lines. You don't want any of your guys getting injured before that contest.
Yeah, and Darien, they have tons of depth in those fifth-line guys as well, so they have enough players to, in a game like this where it's 5-0, they have enough players to, continue this momentum and keep stamina throughout the lineup.
So another face-off coming up. Lancaster sends that one over to Connor Kilroy, who will just wrap that one around. 7:35 left to go in this one. Watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joined between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Liam Tomaszewski, Will Jennings, so I could be here live inside the Darien Ice House for this Saturday, February ice hockey matchup. So that puck will be sent all the way back to the far side of Hegarty for another icing call.
And it's been fun for us today to watch guys like Whitcomb and, Eriks and Timmy Davis just get, needed time here. They're really, meshing as a, bottom unit on this team.
So getting set Lancaster. Tossing that one over to Kilroy. Kilroy with a little bit of a tap on it. That one's just going to miss as Whitcomb will send that one in. Back over with Kilroy. Eriks sends that one over back to Connor Kilroy. Kilroy back out in front. No player there to make a little tap on it. As Darien and Greenwich will just face that one over by their bench sides. Intercepted there by Lancaster. As Connor Kilroy will wrap that one all the way back around Darien's blue line side. Over to Timmy Davis. Davis sends that one away. Darien making a line change. Samame back out there for the wave. Puck out to Persinger. Persinger on a little dump in. That one's going to just go away. Puck going in Greenwich side. A little bit of a breakaway there, but Persinger will break that one up. Hegarty will go outside of his crease to make that final save.
Maybe during this last 6 minutes of play, we could see Darien, experience or try out some new cycles, some new plays, trying to work that puck to the front of the net. But really, just dominant performance today, and, this is all but over, all over but the score.
Yeah, Darien, a commanding lead of 5-0, and just an excellent performance from the men in blue in this one. So face-off one there by the Blue Wave. That one's going to be sent over to Russell Tarrant. Tarrant, a little misread there, so Grant will take possession of it, but the speedy Rentz will try to break that puck free as he will. Rentz swerving around the Greenwich bench side as the referees blow the whistle, stop up that play with a loose stick over out on the ice.
Yeah, Rentz has really, caught our eyes today as, you see his puck protecting ability. He puts one hand on the stick and tries to, hold off his defender. It's really what he does best, is just creates offense, moving his feet.
So Greenwich trying to trail that puck along. They'll have a little one-on-one with Finley Hegarty, who slaps his stick out to bring that puck away. Puck out with Gardner Ely behind the net of Hegarty as the referees will blow the whistle as Greenwich player will lose his stick and his glove.
Yeah, really good judgment there from Hegarty to just poke that one away, lay out the stick as, that player didn't have, full possession there.
So 5:42 left to go in this one. Of course, you're watching this game on the DAF Media Network, joint venture between the Darien Foundation and the Darien Athletic Foundation. Liam Tomaszewski and Will Jennings. So we got to be here live inside the Darien Ice House for this February matchup. And two of the top teams, the two teams in the FCIAC rivalry, they played each other in the Winter Classic earlier in December. And the face-off coming up for Quinn Kilroy. Stopped up there by Niffin, will send that one along back over to Kilroy. Kilroy hustling along, trying to deep pass Ryan Thurlow, who will get that puck, but the referees will blow the whistle, call that one an offsides.
Of course, we do have that New Canaan Darien girls contest after this one, so definitely stay tuned, as you know that should be a really good matchup today.
Yeah, DAF Media will be on live coverage for that one. Darien and Kane, two of the top teams in for the girls hockey in the state of Connecticut, so definitely a clash between two powerhouses coming up after the conclusion of this contest. So face-off one there by Greenwich, cruising along near the net of Bucalo. Blue Wave sending that one along over by the red line. Shot there, just missing the net of Hegarty. Wadley will move that puck along, trying to make it clear. Sends it over to Thurlow. Thurlow back out over to Weibel. Weibel hands that puck off. A little bit of a missed shot there from the Wave. That was Quinn Kilroy with the shot. Wadley sends that one off the pad of Bucalo. One-timer slap shot by Michael Niffin goes right into the glove of Colin Bucalo.
Really good rush up the ice from Quinn Kilroy, leaving that puck to Dylan Weibel, who then comes across, drops it to Kilroy on the drop pass, and you know, you see how that line is able to get opportunities here late, and Michael Niffin putting that shot on a tee as well.
So 4:56 left to go in this contest. Darien Blue Wave will get face-off coming up in their offensive zone. Puck back going. Greenwich will win that possession. Staying with the Wave. Connor Kilroy on the shot just off the glove of Bucalo, who will hoard that one and make another stoppage of play. Another face-off over there, over on the far side. Greenwich will take control of that puck possession. They're going to send that one away. Over the near side, the Cards. Just missing over in the neutral zone. Darien chasing it down with Whitacombe with a little minor hit. Over on the puck with Connor Kilroy. Sends that one over to Greenwich. Whitacombe with it over on the Darien blue line. So referees will blow that whistle. Looks like another offside's being called.
Yeah, they had the delayed offsides, and nobody touched up there at the blue line, so easy call for the ref there. But, you know, this point, you're just going to see, a nice rotation of the third and fourth line.
Another face-off coming up. Ely wins that one, sends it over to Wadley. Wadley to Samame. Samame skating that one along, sends a little bit of a shot. That one just missing the net of Bucalo. So that puck's going to be sent all the way back. No icing will be called, so Darien will force to retreat back in their own defensive side. Greenwich with it back out in front. Just missing any open man over in the front of the crease. Number 21, Crosby knew he was there out in front, but no shot. Puck back again with the Cardinals. Moving that past the red line. Darien blue line slap shot saved by Hegarty with his right pad. Puck back over. Rentz trying to get that one. Wadley poking it free, and that one will hand it over to Michael Niffin.
You know, and I'm not going to make the mistake I made last time with.
Puck back over in front of Hegarty. Greenwich trying to get a little bit. There's some contact out in front. Number 4, Michael Orico having maybe some words and contact out in front of Hegarty, but once again, the Darien senior goaltender makes a nice, beautiful save.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not going to make the same mistake I made the other night with Quinn Kreppen, as, Finley Hegarty has just put on a show today, and, we have 3 minutes here, and this is just the final stretch for Hegarty.
3.5 minutes. He's played an excellent game today. Hegarty getting the start for the Blue Wave, but that faceoff will be won by Quinn Kilroy. Kilroy sent all the way back out to Weibel. Kilroy now hustling along. Shot there, sending it over to Thurlow, just missing the net of Bucalo. back out in front. That one's going to be stopped up. Another whistle will be blown, so face-off coming up on the Darien offensive side. Face-off won there by Greenwich. Cards chasing that puck along over on their defensive side. Darien still playing heavy press with their fourth line. Again, puck out over on the far side. Cardinals going to move that puck along with number 19, Teddy Ernison. Aronson will send that one along the Cards. A little bit of a miss there, Thurlow. Back out hustling along is Russell Lancaster, but that one will be stopped up by Whitacombe and Connor Kilroy. Kilroy moving that puck along. Shot there on the ground. That one's going to be stopped up by Greenwich on the defensive side. They're going to take this puck all the way over. Shot there, saved by Finley Hegarty. Greenwich still going to keep good puck control going. Final 2.5 minutes left in this game. Russell Lancaster trying to move that one past the Darien blue line. He will. Back over to Timmy Davis to Russell Lancaster. Sending that one over to T-Bone Eriks. That one will go behind the net. The Cards will reset.
Trying to stay as quiet as possible for Hegarty, as you know, I don't want to give him the jinx I gave Krepp, and I'm not trying to say a single word right now.
2:05 left to go in regulation. Darien Blue Wave up 5-0, third period of play. Again, like you said, Darien first liners haven't seen him for the almost entirety of this third period of play, so saving them with a healthy game. Of course, they're playing New Canaan on Wednesday, so always want to keep those guys healthy, especially for a game against the number 3 team in the state.
This is a monumental opportunity for unexperienced varsity players, and you know, they use this very well, Darien, as a program.
Pretty much having a whole period of play to try to bring those third, fourth liners out. Definitely good for head coach Mac Budd's squad. Get that experience going. Really breed depth throughout the entirety of the lineup. Minute 45 left to go. It looks like
Darien's on the penalty kill.
Darien's going to be on the penalty kill. Minute and a half on the power play for Greenwich. Greenwich will move that puck along. Persinger on the defensive side. That penalty will wind down pretty much at the end of regulation. Greenwich out in front. Just miscue shot there. Trying to get it again. Out in front. That one's going to be blocked up by Persinger and Hegarty. Puck will be sent all the way to the other side as Darien makes a line change. Thurlow and Kilroy out there. Stopped up by Persinger. Persinger gives that one away. Referees blow the whistle. Stop up that one as an offsides will be called. Of course, want to give a quick shout out to our DAF Media crew bringing you all the sights and sounds in this one. Thomas Urbar, Eric Bellingham, Will Donnelly, James Ozane, and Damian Andrew running main cam for us today. Will Jennings, great to have you on the call. And of course, Damian Andrew, our DAF Media advisor, and Bruce Ferguson doing a great job bringing you all the action from this one, the Henry Farmer tribute game from the Darien Ice House.
Really special performance from the Wave today, and just what an honor it is to be able to, you know, honor Henry and his family, you know, with this win in this community today.
So last minute of play here. That one's going to be going just away. Darien Blue Wave moving on set. As that one will be sticked out of bounds by Michael Niffen.
You know, and you might just see the third and fourth line this period, but, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, they may be inexperienced, but this game is special in their hearts, and they've definitely played like that today. It's been 110% from those guys, and, you know, a lot of JV alums as well on this Darien team. So definitely means a lot to them to get the, you know, a lot to them to get this win today.
Yeah, Henry Farmer, of course, was a player on that Darien High School junior varsity squad. There's final 35 seconds left to go in this game. Greenwich with control of the puck. That one intercepted by Niffen. Niffen will move that along over on the blue line, and we'll send that one away. No icing called as the final 15 seconds left to go in this Greenwich power play. Face off one by Greenwich. They're going to move that one along. Trying to back out in front. Save there by Hegarty. Makes a huge glove save over at the end and almost practically saving a shutout right there.
I'm not saying a word. I'm not going to say anything until the game is over, because that was just too close right there.
So 3 seconds left to go in the power play, 8 seconds left to go in the game. Darien just needs to make one last clear. Face off one there by the Blue Wave. Just going to send that one along as Michael Niffen using the glass on that one for the final seconds ticked off. And
All right,
Finley Hegarty
Finley
completes
Hegarty
the shutout.
There we go. Finally can talk. I would have got absolutely crucified at school if I let up another one of those, but Finley Hegarty gets the shutout, and that's 1,000% save percentage there. You don't see that a lot, so beautiful game from Hegarty.
So Hegarty completes the shutout, and the Blue Wave sweep the Cardinals this season. 5-0 in this one. They beat them in the Winter Classic, and for this one, Darien brings it home, and especially this one feels very close to home. Of course, the Henry Farmer tribute game, so definitely with us in spirit today, but Darien pulls off a win for Henry.
Absolutely amazing performance from Finley today, and he wears that heart on his sleeve as he honors Henry with this great performance in goal, and the rest of the lineup as well. Just really solid job from Darien representing the town and community.
An extra special game today, of course, for Henry Farmer, and want to give props out to the Darien Ice House, the DYHA, for bringing this event together to honor Henry Farmer. Of course, the jersey hanging over on the Darien side, the bench, and they will bring this home for the Blue Wave. Extra special one here inside the Darien Ice House, of course, wearing the HF 1488 patches to honor him as Blue Wave complete the shutout. So nevertheless, Darien will be facing New Canaan in their next game, so a lot of hats coming off for them, coming out after a win. This one, they defeated Fairfield, they defeated Greenwich, but the next game, definitely not going to be as easy.
Definitely not. You're facing a tough New Canaan team, probably the best team in the state this year other than ND West Haven, and they're out for blood. Dosser Crowell, Roby, and Fitzpatrick will be flying around that game, and they're definitely not going to take Darien lightly.
So again, want to give a quick shout out to our DAF Media crew, bringing you all the sights and sounds in this one. Thomas Urbar, Eric Bellingham, Will Donnelly, James O'Zane doing a great job. Damian Andrew, Bruce Ferguson, our DAF Media advisors as well. That'll do it from DAF Media Network. Liam Tomaszewski and Will Jennings. So glad I could be here. Tune in for girls ice hockey game against New Canaan shortly. And for all of us here at the Ice House for the Henry Farmer tribute game, thank you for watching.